Keep it plain, keep it real, we really get down to it. You know the drill, from the bottom to the top. Stay tuned, make sure you stay locked. We go beyond the chat. We're not just talk. Beyond the chat. We're not just talk. We go. Man, oh my goodness. Listen, I just got it.
We back.
We are back. We are super excited to be back. It has been 2 weeks. Listen, I don't know about you, but I feel like these 2 weeks went by so fast. I feel like we took a nap, woke up, and it was time to start over.
And now we're here.
Listen, this is season 2, episode 1 of Beyond the Chat. I'm your girl, your best friend, your next door neighbor, your host, Miss Natasha Cash.
And I'm T-Dub, as you know. In the building.
Listen, we are super excited to be back for season 2 of our podcast. If you are watching us on beyondthechat.com, on YouTube, on Facebook Live, on Twitch, wherever you are watching us, we are super excited that you have decided to join us today. Listen, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share, make sure you tell a friend, have a Facebook watch party, do whatever you have to do, but make sure you tell everybody about Beyond the Chat.
And stay connected.
Yes, and stay connected. We have so many awesome things coming up this season. I don't know about you, but I'm super excited about the pink pumps and pearls. We're getting ready to jump into some serious stuff this season. Ladies, get your pink ready, get your fancy pumps together, because we're gonna be doing some foot action on the camera. And we got pearls. We just being ladies out here. That's what we're doing.
Well, the men don't have no pearls, but we may buy pearls or diamonds or other things.
I'll take them.
But we'll be doing our quarterly sessions and, have some little man talk. We can call it man cave, but I'll be getting with you fellas to connect.
Yes. And I think that's so important that men as well as women have an outlet to be able to just be transparent, to be able to get other perspectives on outlooks, on life, on situations, on family, relationship, work, and just in general, just to get someone else's perspective on things is very important. It helps you to open your eyes to something that maybe you had not thought of before.
Right.
And, even for women, I think, of course, everybody knows that we're the more emotional being. We're the more sensitive one. But it's important that we uplift each other, that we uphold each other to a high standard when it comes to being mothers, when it comes to being wives, when it comes to being sisters, daughters, friends. I think that's important. And even for the men.
It is. It's just, but it's so much that you can gain from just other people's perspectives, whether it's a female or a male, even from female to male and male to female.
Absolutely.
But we're going to split it up a little bit so that, each party can kind of be a little open.
Yes.
Even though it's a podcast and it's going to be broadcasted, but at least we can talk to each other without, any kind of interruptions or anything like that.
Hold on.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying that you gonna be doing that.
Yvette might show up. Now don't start now because Yvette is known to pop up a couple places when she need to, and she will lay it down. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't think she'll be in that particular group.
Well, don't be talking about some because Yvette come ready now.
Mm-hmm.
She gonna be ready. Listen, we are excited because Yvette and Mr. Cletus are going to be hosting a couple of shows this season. I heard Yvette got a new jingle. She got a song. She been in the studio recording. Yeah. Listen, y'all ain't ready for Yvette. She gonna be popping.
Yeah, it's hot.
Well, thank you.
It's hot.
I'm gonna let her know.
Let her know.
I'm gonna let her know that you think her jingle, her song is hot, and she will really appreciate that coming from you.
Yes.
I like it. Okay. Well, listen. Let me jump into my thought of the week. You know how people can become addicted to drugs, alcohol, food, shopping, gossip, and all kinds of other stuff. I have my thought of the week this week, and I like it. I like it. I'm gonna read it to you. Be addicted to bettering yourself. If I spend more time thinking of ways to be a better me, I have less time to worry about who's dating who, or who's wearing what, or who got locked up, or who's doing good or doing bad, or who bought a nice car, or who lives in the biggest house. If I spend more time trying to better myself, I don't have time for that. The possibilities are endless. There are so many gifts and talents that God has placed within us that we can run the world with. So many ideas available if we just open our minds to the possibilities of making ourselves greater than we are. God has given us all types of abilities, talents, gifts, etc. So take advantage of having the upper hand of already knowing that you are a child of God, and put in the work and watch God do the increase. That's my thought of the week. Be addicted to bettering yourself.
There's nothing like putting time and investing into yourself.
Absolutely.
Even when you have children, some people get so tied up into, everything's about the children. Everything's about the children. But think about it. If nothing is about you,
right,
how can you be that effective for your children?
Absolutely. Listen, I always tell people that I can't help you unless I'm my best me.
Exactly.
Because if I'm broken down and I'm hurting it, how can I give into somebody else when I'm not at 100% myself? That's like, having a car battery, and you're driving your car and the battery is at 50%, and then somebody asks you for a jump. Then you jump their car and then your battery dead.
Then you're like,
now my car won't start. That's a problem. And so it's important that we take care of ourselves mentally, emotionally, physically, psychologically, when it comes to work. Listen, I don't understand how people can work 50 and 60 and 70 hours a week and then, don't spend any time at home, or don't spend any time on themselves or with their families, thinking that the job needs me, the people need me, I gotta go, I have to do. I'm just like, listen, there is only one me. And guess what? If you die today or tomorrow, they're going to hire somebody in 2 weeks to come and take your job, train them, and then it's going to keep going.
Oh, yeah. And they're going to forget about you a month later.
Yeah, they're going to say, oh, she was so sweet. She was so nice. She was very helpful. And then they're going to say, what's her name that used to work in that office? They ain't going to be thinking about you. So listen, it's important you take care of yourself. For all the people out there that have, use or lose, use it. Do not give it back. Do not lose your earned time off. My supervisor, I love her. Shout out to my supervisor, because she like, don't you coming up on your max hours? You need to take some time off. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna take Friday. She said, no, you need to take Thursday, Friday, and Monday. I'm like, thank you, Jesus. That's what I'm talking about. I'm like, I try to play it cool and be like, okay, I'll take one day off and come back. And she'd be like, no, you need 2 days, you need 3 days. I'm like, you know what?
All right,
you are absolutely right. And I will take them. Thank you so much. So listen, make sure you take care of yourself. It's important. It's so important. You only get one you, and you need to make sure you're taking care of you.
Indeed. So important.
Yes. What you got?
Well, I'm just gonna, mention a few tips.
I like it.
And this is a grilling tip of safety.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to start bringing, each show, some kind of, food for thought, information, skills training. Hey, I didn't think of that. Things maybe you can do better.
Okay.
But in this instance, I want to point out some grilling tips, and this is for women and men, because ladies, men are not the only ones that grill.
That's right.
There's some women that can, get down on a grill.
Well, hold on. When you say some now, like grilling is it's a man's sport.
No, I just said that. I'm just like I said, there's some women, just like there's some men.
Okay, I just want to make sure you put the some.
Not because some men don't even know what a grill is.
That's very true. It's
teeth.
But that is so true. I just wanted to make sure you put the some on the men, along with the some on the women.
Yeah, well, there's this misconception that the man is the one to get out on the grill.
That's true.
Even when you see commercials, it's always the man on the grill, and the woman's in the kitchen doing all the sides,
cutting up the potatoes and onions and crying.
While he got his apron on,
flipping burgers,
flipping burgers. But but he don't want that job for real.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, flipping burgers. But one of the things is when you set up your grill, you want to make sure that it is at least 10 feet away from your house.
Okay.
Because if there's a fire, you don't want to be trying to contain and control that fire right next to your house.
Oh, Lord.
Or out there on your porch or in your little screen-in patio.
Yes, exactly.
Why do you have a grill on inside your screen-in patio? Oh, mosquitoes out there now. So I understand that part.
Yeah.
But you better get you some burners, I don't know, put some mosquito repellent on or something. But, keep that grill away from your house if you're grilling.
Right.
Another thing is you want to check for leaks. If you have a gas grill, you want to check for leaks. And one of the ways you can check for leaks is you can get some soapy water and kind of just pour it around the valves of your propane tank and just see if it bubbles up. If it bubbles up, you have a leak. You need to get that checked. Check your hoses. Always check your hoses. It's very important to keep, do all your safety checks before grilling. Not, I'm going to be grilling on Saturday, and here it is Saturday, and now you're checking.
Right.
Check this stuff before you start grilling, because you don't promise these people that you're going to have meat at 2 o'clock.
I'm trying to tell you, at 2 o'clock, they will be knocking at your door. I'm going to be at the table at 1:45.
I'm just saying, if you at Lowe's getting, new hoses, then that 2 o'clock going to turn into 5 o'clock.
Yes, it is.
So, make sure that you check, do all your safety checks. Because it is so, so important.
Absolutely.
Another thing is keep trash and debris, decorations, keep stuff away from your grill.
Yes, because you don't want to cook hot dogs and grass at the same time.
Right. Or trash. Things can start fire.
That's true.
You don't need anything in the way. When you're grilling, even just stuff like toys. You done tripped over something and try to catch yourself on the grill, and that's when you got hot hands.
And hot something else.
Hot hands.
And a hot face and a hot neck and everything else.
Then you can't even cook anymore. Then you giving instructions like this. All right, so baby, what you do? Come on, baby. What you do is, oh, Jesus.
Because you don't have no skin on your hands.
Bless my hands.
Yeah.
Bless my hands.
Bless your hands.
If you have a gas grill, another good idea, make sure you turn the grill on with the lid closed.
Oh, that's a good one.
Very important. All right.
So that the flames don't.
Right. And keep your grills clean.
Yes.
All right. You want to see meat on your grill already, and you ain't even put no meat on there yet.
Oh, no.
Meat from the last cookout.
Oh, no.
Come on, keep your grills clean. It's best to clean your grill while it's hot. So if you clean your grill after you finish cooking, then the next time you're ready to cook,
you're ready.
It'll pretty much be clean already. Or all you have to do is just go over it a few times.
Right.
All right. So keep your grills clean. All right. That's pretty much all I have right now.
Okay.
Right now. Oh, one more thing. One of the tricks to not allowing your meat to get stuck on your grill is you can use olive oil, some type of oil-based spray on your grill so that your meat does not stick. And make sure that when you put your meat on your grill, the grill is hot.
Okay, let me ask you a question about grilling, because I always thought that, well, of course I've seen people grill and all that stuff. I'm familiar with grilling, but is it better to cook a piece of meat on the grill in aluminum foil?
And I felt like you're going to ask that question because it's something that a lot of people do and a lot of people don't do. Personally, I like to grill on the grill. Okay. And the reason why I do it is because when you grill, if you're using your smoked chips or anything that has flavor, different types of cherry wood, oak wood, cedar, any kind of wood that has flavor, you want that smoke, that flavor to get up into the meat. And if there's just foil there, then it's blocking all that from getting to the meat. Now, the advantage you do have with putting foil there is when fire comes up, then it doesn't just sit there and burn your food. Okay. But you want to make sure that you treat that foil so that your meat doesn't get stuck to the foil.
Right.
Hence what I said before is make sure you put some kind of oil, down, some olive oil or something. Just base your foundation with that. I know a lot of times people put foil on grills that's at parks because you never know what's on those grills.
That's true.
So I wouldn't necessarily put my meat directly on that, but your personal grill, you pretty much know what you put on it. And if you clean it after each session of grilling,
right,
then you already know you're working with a clean grill. So that's the most important thing is you don't want to put your meat on a contaminated grill. So yeah, if you go to the park, or the beach or something like that, yeah, you want to use foil.
Use foil. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you gave us those tips because listen, me and George Foreman, I'm just saying. I mean, come on now. How many people out there got a George Foreman grill? I will cook a hot dog, a hamburger, a grilled cheese sandwich, some French fry. I put them on the grill. Put them on George. George be doing it.
George be doing it. Hey, he has some pretty good products.
He does. I mean,
some pretty good stuff.
Listen, I like George Foreman grills so much. I went from the little small one that you can put in a little apartment on the table somewhere to the big boy. I went to the big, kahuna with the George Foreman grill, and I have had some nice burgers, some nice hot dogs, some nice turkey and cheese. Yeah, some paninis on the George Foreman. But I love the fact of, I love what you're telling us about cooking on an actual grill outside as well. Those are some great tips because I always thought, if I want to cook a let's say a piece of chicken, I put it in aluminum foil because then I can put my little seasoning on it and all that stuff. And I'm thinking, okay, put it on the grill and then those juices and those flavors will, get inside of the chicken. But I love what you said about how you use different wood to bring up the, to put the flavor into the chicken. So it does have that grill taste. And trust me, that grill taste is good.
Oh, the grill taste is good.
It is very good.
Some people use charcoal and it does have a different taste than gas. What's in the grill, what you're burning is what you're going to taste. And you don't want heavy smoke. That is not smoking. You want light smoke.
Right.
Some people think, oh, I got that smoke going now. No, it's not about the smoke. White smoke is dirty smoke. So you don't want that. You want your smoke to be thin white.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for the tips. I might have to, jump on in there.
Do a little something.
Time or two.
Do a little something,
When you have a chef at home, you know what I'm saying? When you have somebody that throw down and get down with the get down, why you wasting your time in the kitchen? Why even bother? I mean, it's just unnecessary. It's a waste of time.
You know what? I'm going to give our folks the keyword for the day, okay?
What's the keyword?
The keyword is going to be tea.
Ooh, like TEA tea?
Like tea.
Sipping tea. Okay. Well, I like that. Okay. Sipping. So they're going to be sipping some tea. So how we going to do it? The word of the day is tea. And so the first caller to call in, once they hear the keyword, then does what? Are they going to win some money? Are they going to win a gift?
We'll give them some gas money. $10. Let's go $10.
Okay. So listen.
The way gas now is now, shoot, $10 get you 2 miles.
Around the corner. I'm trying to tell you.
2 miles. All right, want to give them 4 miles?
We can give them 4 miles. Want to give them 4 miles? $20? I think you got $20.
Since we just now came back, we'll give them 20.
Okay.
Right, I like it. So that's $20.
Oh, yeah.
All right, you want to do the first?
First caller. Oh, it's up to you. You want to do the first caller, third caller, fourth caller? Which one to do? It's your show.
We can do a quick draw.
Okay. So the first caller. First caller to call in, 833-282-2428. When you hear the keyword, we can't say it anymore. Yeah. We've already said it. When you hear the keyword, the first caller to call in will win yourself $20. I mean, it's just that easy. I mean, I'm going to call.
Yeah. And we're going to start doing this. I think we'll make this part of our show.
Yeah.
Every Sunday. Because we love giving.
Absolutely.
Every Sunday, there's going to be a keyword, and we're going to give away an undetermined amount of money.
Undetermined.
So it could be one day, it could be 10, it could be 20, it could be 30, it could be 40. Who knows? It just depends on how we feel.
Exactly.
And how blessed we've been that week to give back.
And it's so awesome. I mean, I love doing the podcast. I think it's been a blessing to us just to be able to share our outlook and our perspective on different topics and have our listening audience join in, chime in, call in, all that great stuff. What I also love is that you know, we've been blessed with so many talents that we are able to speak on a lot of different things, you know, whether it's music or, you know, tutoring or voice lessons or fixing a car or cooking food or dealing with relationships or your children or your spouse. I mean, I just love it because I'm just saying, no brag, just fact. We got it going on.
We're blessed.
We are. We are. And we appreciate you for supporting what we're doing. And we hope that something that we're doing and something that you'll see coming up in the new segments that we have will be a blessing to you and your family, that you'll share the podcast because we're not stopping. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move.
Hey.
Oh yeah, what we got coming up now? We done gave some grilling tips. I love it. Now I don't have to really, you know, pull out George Foreman no more. I can go outside a little something. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's jump into some top news. Oh my goodness, there are so many different things that we can talk about. So many things going on in the world. But I pulled out a few things that I want to talk about that I think are very important, or things that will get a conversation going with our audience. At any time, if you want to chime in, share your thoughts, share your feelings on what's going on, please do so. Listen, I'm not sure if you've heard, but the CDC has opened up opportunities for young people 12 and older to receive the vaccine. And I believe it's the Pfizer vaccine. But the CDC is investigating reports of heart problems in small numbers of young vaccine recipients. That blows my mind.
That's crazy. Like now, really?
Like now. Yes. It says the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention said in a statement last week that it was investigating cases of heart-related symptoms observed mainly in young people and adolescents who received the coronavirus vaccine. According to the CDC's advisory committee, there have been a relatively few number of cases of myocarditis and inflammation of the heart muscles. These cases have been observed in mostly younger people and occur more often in males. Symptoms usually develop 4 days after an individual has been vaccinated and more often occurs after the second dose. So here we are. We're trying to get back to a place of being healthy, getting our society back to a healthy place. And now it just seems like it's always something that just wants to go wrong.
Right.
And so you know, we have to be diligent. We have to do our own research. I know, listen, for me, not to put down anybody that's providing or attempting to provide a way of vaccinating our society and our communities and the people out there. But I've heard so many bad stories about Johnson & Johnson. I'm just like, I don't want to be a part. I don't want anything to do. I don't want their lotion, their powder, I don't want anything they have, their oil, nothing. But then to learn that this Pfizer vaccine has, you know, caused heart problems, and it's a very few. So there could be some other underlying health conditions that have caused this to be a problem for them. But we have to do our research. We have to be diligent about it. And we have to be very clear on what we are doing, you know, as individuals, taking care of ourselves and making sure that we're not just out here willy-nilly, just acting like we don't want to follow the rules. We don't want to be healthy. I've seen so many people that, you know, just to be frank, come out of the bathroom, don't wash their hands.
Yeah.
Or, you know, you have a cake at work or a pie at work. They just go in there and just cut the pie and put it in their mouth. You know, they don't use a plate. They don't wash their hands. They don't wash the utensil. Everybody just eating off the same thing. And I'm just like, I just don't get it. You know, people don't understand. It's crazy that it's not important to you until it hits home.
Yeah. And you know what? It's a place to do that kind of stuff.
Right.
You know, it's just like digging your nose.
Right.
Digging your nose in your office, in your car. We saw a guy digging his nose today. We're just walking by.
Yeah.
And just because you in a building and you by yourself, look, you got glass windows, glass walls all around you. We walking by the whole it's just glass, and then there's him in his office, and
he is tickling his brain.
It's like he couldn't. I don't know. He's trying to reach for a thought. I don't know. It's like I know. I had it on my mind somewhere. If I can just get it,
exactly. If I could just pull it down, and it'll be on the tip of my tongue. That's gross. But I'm just saying.
I know. Do we have our Facebook listeners connected?
We do. I saw a couple of them.
Just want to make sure.
Yeah, one's on your page right now.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that because I sent a little "What's up" to folks, but that was a private message, so maybe they didn't see it.
They didn't see it.
But anyway, hey, let us know who's in the building. We see a few connections here, but we also like to know who's in the building. Sometimes it just says the number of that's of people that's connected. So holla at us.
Let us know you're listening. Let us know you're out there. We want to hear from you. Listen, we need some of your grilling tips too. I know some people out there like to throw down on the grill. Mm-hmm. So we want some of your grilling tips. Give us some feedback on how you feel about the thought of the week. Being addicted to bettering yourself. And then let's also talk about the top news. If you have a top news story that we haven't shared, maybe it's because we haven't read it or we don't know anything about it. So we want to hear from you. We want you to, participate and be a part of what we're talking about. So feel free to send us a text or even call in. The number is on the screen. We want to hear from you. That's the only way we get excited about keeping this going and having these conversations, is to hear from our audience, to know what they like.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Because it shouldn't just be us. Right. With all the tea, it should be everybody.
It's everybody.
Everybody.
We want to hear from everybody. We have someone in the chat talking to you.
Hey, always good to see you are connected.
Yes, it is. Oh my goodness.
He said, I am connected. Where's my tea?
He's listening for that key word. He's ready.
There you go.
So I have another top story. There was a 12-year-old that was mauled after jumping in front of his younger siblings to save them from pit bulls. Young 12-year-old young black kid was outside playing in the yard with his two younger siblings. They were 8 and 6 years old. And these pit bulls heard them screaming and laughing and jumping and having a good time. The pit bulls jumped over the fence and started charging at the kids. And before they could make it to the house, they were attacked. So they were about to be attacked. And their 12-year-old older brother jumped in front of the dogs and he was mauled. He's on crutches. He has a broken arm. He has some scars on his neck and his face. He has chunks bitten out of his chin. I mean, it's really bad. So I just have a question. Is it me, or do pit bulls need to be, I don't know, do you put them in the wild somewhere and let them be tamed by, in the jungle? I don't know. I just feel like pit bulls I just don't feel like they're safe dogs. I know people always say, he's nice and she's sweet and they would never hurt anybody. And all you hear about pit bull mauled child.
There's so many stories about that breed of dog.
Yes.
Granted, yes. Some of them are really nice dogs. Some of them are good pets. But some, just like bees.
Right.
There's a lot of bees out there, but you stay around enough bees in your lifetime, you're going to get stung by one.
You're going to get stung by one.
So, and I know there's certain breeds of pit that supposedly are better than others, or they're more docile. But the full-blooded breeded pit bull,
they're serious,
that everybody seemes to want.
Yeah, they ain't no joke.
Those things are terriers.
Yes, they are. And I think that they are just meant to be attack dogs. I think that I just don't see a pit bull being a pet that you should have. First of all, I would never have my children around pit bulls.
No.
Especially if a pit bull is at the same, the same level, the same height.
Because we see so many videos where people in general are just being attacked.
Yeah.
And when those things attack, they attack.
They don't know who you are. They don't remember you fed them. They don't know you rubbed their back. They don't know that they live in the same house with you. When they get in their mind that they are ready to attack, they attack. Pit bulls have attacked their owners. They've attacked their, children that live in the same house with them, that feed them, that bathe them, that walk them, that groom them. And I'm just sorry. I just don't think that, they are meant to be pets in a home.
Yeah. And we're not, starting some campaign against pit bulls, against pets. I mean, we're not animal activists or anything like that, but we're just saying that if you have a pit bull,
right,
it should not be running around wild or loose or anything. We were driving down the street one day and this pit bull shoots out of someone's backyard and just start chasing our vehicle.
Yes.
I'm like, whoa.
And we have no idea where it came from.
And it was getting it too. I'm like, good thing we're not on bicycles.
Exactly. Because I know we were doing at least 50 or 60 and that dog was chasing us. Like, I mean, his feet, he was jumping up in the air, 5 feet in the air, trying to get to our vehicle as if we left him or something. Like we going out of town and he was supposed to go. He was like, wait, I'm supposed to go with y'all.
All I know is I'm not riding a bike down that street.
Me either. They don't. So, be careful about being around a vicious dog. Be careful about having your children around a vicious dog. Know who's in your neighborhood. Know, what type of animals your neighbors have, because you could be sitting in the living room and it could take you 3 minutes to get to your child who's out front being attacked by a dog. And by the time you get there, it's really bad thing to see. So just, we just ask that you just be careful about what's going on in your neighborhood, what's going on with your children, and make sure you're taking care of your family.
And those that carry concealed weapons, do what you have to do.
Do what you have to do. There will be peace. Peace will be still.
Yeah, don't have your dog running around loose.
Amen.
Because it's gonna run up on the right person at the wrong time.
Exactly. So can we just talk about road rage? Listen, I know that we shared a movie with you all. It's called Unhinged.
Yeah, who's seen that one?
Yep.
Who has seen that movie, Unhinged?
Ooh, baby. If you have seen the movie Unhinged, then you know that what I'm about to say is serious business. They did not just make that movie just to make a movie. This stuff is happening every single day. And I am so sad to report that a 6-year-old little boy lost his life as the result of his mother giving a driver the middle finger in traffic. Mother's driving and a car cut her off, or she cut her car off, and they started saying expletives to the mother, and she gave them the middle finger, and they pulled up beside her. The passenger that was in the vehicle, not the driver, but the passenger that was in the vehicle, shot into this mother's car, not knowing her 6-year-old son was in the back seat. The little boy began to scream, "Mommy, mommy, mommy, my tummy is hurting, my tummy." And so the mother pulled her car over to console her 6-year-old son who was crying, only to realize that the bullet that came through her vehicle hit her 6-year-old son in the stomach. And she called 911. The paramedics came. I'm sorry, the police officer came and tried to give the boy CPR until the paramedics arrived, but unfortunately, he lost his life.
So sad. What's sadder than that is you have so many instances where it's always the innocent person in a vehicle that's damaged or injured or killed because of your negligence.
Exactly. And now she has to live with the fact that her actions are the result of their reactions. And the result of their reactions is the result of her son's death. And now she has to bury her 6-year-old son. It's so crazy to think that people get so enraged while they're driving to the point that they pull out a firearm in the middle of traffic to shoot at people. Like, that's okay. Like, where do we live what country do we live in for people to think that it's okay to shoot out of your window, and then you the passenger, you're not even driving. Like, are you kidding me? I'm gonna need you to sit in the passenger seat and chill until we get there. So now the driver, that person can be considered an accessory to murder of this 6-year-old little boy. Now your whole life is changed forever. And now you have to deal with the fact that you took the life of a 6-year-old little boy. It's just sad. It's like, relax. If you need to be there at 7, then you need to leave by 6. If you're supposed to be there early or whatever it is, it's not my fault that you didn't leave the house on time. And now you're going to be late to work. Now you want to weave in and out of traffic, flying around people, doing 100 miles per hour, cutting people off, slamming on brakes, riding up the median in the emergency lane, and then slamming on brakes because you mad at the person behind you because they didn't let you in. It's ridiculous.
It is.
It really is sad. And it just really makes me angry because so many people are losing their lives to senseless acts.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So that being said, watch out for left hand turners.
Oh my goodness.
People that's turning left.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you just never know. We heard a commercial. I think there's an attorney commercial that said that left turns are some of the highest in fatalities.
Yes.
And it's like, wow, you know what? We have dealt with that very thing where we've known someone that was taken away because someone turned left in front of them, trying to beat them through the light.
Yep. Trying to beat the traffic or beat the light.
And light's yellow. Oh, that doesn't mean speed up, make it through. That means caution.
Right.
Stop.
Exactly. And listen, one incident can change your life forever, whether it's something good or whether it's something bad.
Yep.
We have to be conscious of the decisions and the choices that we make, because one situation, one action, one thing can change our lives forever.
Amen.
One more story. This one has me floored. A mother, 31 years old, killed her 4-year-old daughter and buried her in the backyard. And had a makeshift memorial, teddy bears, lights, everything. Never reported it to the police. She got mad at her daughter and she beat her so bad that she died. And so after she died, she put her in the backyard and thought that putting teddy bears and lights and
oh yeah, that's an excuse. That will excuse you, right?
Right. That'll forgive you if you gave her.
You showed compassion after you did that.
Exactly. And nobody has to know, it's just between, I guess, you and God, that your child is dead in the backyard, that you beat your child so bad that she stopped breathing. But here's my question. This is the question. At what point in your mind do you think that what you're doing will never come to light?
Yeah. And if it doesn't come to light, what goes around comes around, right?
That is very true.
Eventually something's going to hit you in the face.
Exactly.
And then when you say, why God? Why me?
Right.
Think back.
Exactly. But here you have, do you think that nobody's ever going to ask about your child? Like, no, where is little, Nene? Or how is little Nene?
Oh, she home in the backyard.
Right.
She at the house.
Oh, we're having a birthday party for little Kensington or whatever. Can Nene come over? Oh, not this time.
No, not
well,
this time.
She's been coming over. Why can't she come over? Not this time.
Not this time.
Not this time or the next time.
Cause she sleep.
Right. So you don't think somebody's gonna be looking for her
ever? And
what is your story going to be when they look for her?
And you still live in the same house,
right? Where little Nene lives, or used to live. It's sad. What I don't understand is how someone can have a child, raise a child, and the child is now 3-4 years old, and you as a mother, as a parent, don't have enough compassion to know when to stop, when enough is enough, when you've gone too far, and to the point that you beat a child until they stop breathing. That is some serious punishment.
Right. At what point do you feel like, okay, I've done enough to
get my point across?
Right. Now this child must know that it's serious enough not to do whatever they did again.
Right. But no, you take it to the extreme where you're just like, I'm going to half kill you, or I'm going to kill you, and to let you know I mean business. Now, how do you explain that to her father, to her possibly other siblings, to your siblings, to your other relatives, to the police? Now you're going to jail for a very long time.
Well, I know growing up, I didn't get beatings, but I know my dad did, have me hold my hand out, and he'll take a comb or a brush or something, and, and I had to. He told me I couldn't do like this. I had to just do like this. But that was enough for me.
That was enough.
All it took was me knowing that I disappointed my parent.
Right.
That didn't happen often. I can probably count on one finger how many times that happened. But anyway, it did happen.
Everybody clap for TW. He didn't get in trouble.
I remember, those times where I had to stick my hand out.
Woo!
and that was enough for me. I didn't have to get beat till I almost died. So it's like, does it take all of that?
No.
And that's the point I'm making. Does it really take you have killing somebody to get them to understand that what they did is wrong. Is that the lesson that you're teaching? Because when that child grows up, then they're going to think, oh, this is the way my father or my mother did me. So I'm going to do you like that.
Right. Absolutely. Listen, and I'm with you. I received one spanking my whole life, and it was from my grandmother. And she beat me. Well, I won't say she beat me, but she spanked me after I had gotten out of the bathtub and I went to reach for the towel. Yeah, feel sorry for me, please. Everybody, please feel sorry for me, because listen, after that one spanking, I ain't getting in trouble no more. I wouldn't care what y'all doing. I ain't doing it. Is it going to get me in trouble? Then y'all go right ahead, because I'm not doing it. Woo, listen. My grandmother spanked me, and I said, from this point on, I don't even want to know what that feel like ever again. I don't even want to come close to getting a spanking like that again.
I think my biggest thing that I remember my dad, punishing me on, which was very effective. It wasn't even a spanking. It was me, taking candy before the Halloween actually came in, and he punished me by making me sit there and eat white lollipops. And that was the biggest lesson I learned. I hate white lollipops.
You don't want no more lollipops ever.
Yeah, that was enough for me. And it's just I'm just saying, it doesn't take beating a person or child.
That's so true.
To get them to learn a lesson.
That's some tea right there.
What?
That's some tea.
So I'm saying.
There's
other ways to do it. Be creative. Don't lose your mind and just say, you know what? Give me my belt. Go get me a switch. Be creative. Because being creative is more effective than just putting some stank on somebody behind. Now, some of these kids do need some stank now.
Yeah, they
need some heat on the booty.
Yeah, some of them don't understand.
On the booty.
Okay. Yeah, not in their back or their neck
face or their face. Right.
Yeah, and their legs. Listen, my grandma spanked me, I think, because she was so much taller than me and I was, little, that I went to school for about 3-4 days, and I told teacher, I'm going to just stand over here. I learn better when I stand up. And so I don't want to sit down, because I think this lesson that you're teaching, I really need to get it. And so I'm going to stand up over here, if that's okay with you. And the teacher was like, okay, I know why you standing up. I got me and you are here. I was like, I don't even want to sit down. I wore skirts. I ain't want to wear pants. Don't put no leggings on. Want nothing touching my legs. I don't want to sit down. We was in the car. I sat on the edge of the seat, put my seatbelt on, and I scoot up to the edge of the seat, because my little red legs. Oh my goodness, Lord Jesus, I had little holes in my legs. Looked like somebody could play connect the dots on my legs, because the belt my grandma spanked me with had holes in it, and so I was wet, so it would just grip your skin, and I'm like, oh my Jesus, I'm about to go to heaven. But listen, I don't ever want to experience that again. Not ever.
Memories.
Listen, if you've had a spanking or a killing or a beating or anything of the such, or something a lesson that you have learned from your parents growing up, listen, we want to hear from you. We want you to share. If you want to call in and share the tea, the number is 833-282-2428.
There you go.
We're waiting. Sip on it.
So I'm gonna give a couple shout outs.
Okay.
There's been some birthdays in the month of May. And I'm just going to throw a couple out there.
Okay, what you got?
Like, for instance, Dwayne Johnson.
The Rock.
Yeah.
Celebrated a birthday.
Yeah, he had a birthday May 2nd.
Okay.
Damon Dash.
Yes, music producer.
James Brown.
Hit me.
It's your bastard.
When you gonna let me get up and do my thing? Hey.
You did pretty good.
Thank you. Can I get myself? Okay, I'm good. Listen, I do not know why, but I always remember that James Brown died on Christmas morning.
I know, that's so sad.
It is very sad. He died Christmas morning. But listen, if you have sorry to cut you off, but real quick, in Atlanta, Georgia, there is a museum in honor of James Brown. When I tell you, it is beautiful. They have some of his most amazing stage performing outfits. They have his shoes. They have the comb that he used to comb his afro. They have some of the glasses that he wore. I mean, it is a super, super, super super nice museum. So if you're ever in the area, you should check out the James Brown Museum. Also, there's a James Brown movie out that
Chadwick Boseman.
Chadwick Boseman is in, and he did a phenomenal job. It's called Get On Up. And I mean, James Brown, listen, God rest his soul. He was a bad man.
I actually watched that movie like 2.5 times.
Okay.
I really get into those movies about artists. I like to know, and I'll just say a lot of the movies don't depict exactly what a person went through. And it's sad that, some of these movies are aired after a person passes away.
Right, exactly.
Because it's like the person can't really defend themselves or say, that's not what really happened. It's always after the person dies, and that's saying, there's a tribute, a movie, about them. It's like, well, why is that?
Right.
But I love watching movies about artists that have spent their life, giving to the world their voice, their talents, and I just love those kind of movies.
I do too. It, it's so crazy to watch and see what some of these people go through behind the scenes. A lot of people think that people just, rehearse with their band, rehearse with their background singers, then they get on stage and they just sing, then they get their money, then they go home and take a shower and go to bed. It's a lot more to it that goes, it's a lot that goes into it behind the scenes. And so I love watching movies like that too, just to get an understanding of what people experience and what they go through to maintain some level of artistry.
Right. And one of the things that always get me and really captures my interest, my attention is when I see based on a true story.
Yes.
When I see that, I get locked in. I'm like, oh wow, this stuff really happened.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, you get the tea and you find out everything that's going on with that person, and you learn some stuff that you didn't know. Like, I did not know that Aretha Franklin was married to the sergeant on the colonel on A Different World.
Yeah.
And they were married for 6 years.
Yep.
And I'm like, whoa, I like him. I watched him. What do you know? And he spoke so highly of her in the I think I was watching a YouTube video. He spoke so highly of her and them being married and all this stuff. I'm like, wow, that is pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's
so
pretty
stuff
cool.
You did not know. That was awesome. So who else you got for birthday shout outs?
Well, we got Chris Brown.
Okay. Hey.
Another music.
Yes. Now he's gonna be an icon. I'm just saying.
If he keep it up, stay out of trouble, and he's done well.
He has done well.
When he came on the scene, I was like, oh man, I really like him. Then he started getting in trouble. I'm like, oh come on, Chris.
Exactly.
Then next thing you know, he cleaned up his act. So right now, I think it was after he had his daughter.
He had his daughter.
After that, it was like, he back to Chris, and he's making some good music.
Yes.
And I really like, and when he came and he was in that Christmas movie.
Yes.
Ooh, hang on a mistletoe. I'm gonna get to know you better.
Yes. This Christmas.
Oh boy. So yeah, when Christmas come around, y'all have to look at it now. But when Christmas come around, if y'all haven't seen that movie, man, with Chris Brown in it, he sung that
name
song.
of it. What's the name of it? This Christmas. I think it's called This Christmas, right? I think it's called This Christmas with Chris Brown. That was a great movie. But you know what? He is a great actor.
Actually, he does very well.
He does very well acting. He's a great singer. He's a phenomenal dancer. Yep. Now he's a father. He's cleaned up his act. You haven't heard much from him since. All he talks about is her being the love of his life. And sometimes it takes that. It takes something major happening in our lives for us to realize, okay, got to do better, got to be different, got to clean up my act, and so sometimes people have to go through things to realize that, that's not working.
Right. And go through things to realize that I got a lot of people watching me.
Exactly. Absolutely. And now,
and for him, I can't do certain things anymore.
Right. And now he's been a great fatherly role model.
Yeah. So, hey, shout out to Chris Brown.
Shout out to Chris Brown. Woo, woo.
Woo, woo. So a couple more birthdays. Chris Paul.
Basketball.
Meek Mill.
Rapper.
Another music.
Yeah.
So that's just a few shout outs. We're not gonna go. I mean, there's so many people that have birthdays. Even anybody that's had a birthday in May, happy birthday. Yes.
I saw you didn't name Gabourey Sidibe.
Go ahead.
Gabourey Sidibe is the actress that plays on Empire.
Mm-hmm.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. So Gabourey Sidibe also played in what's the movie with Monique?
Is that Precious?
Precious. Yes. She played Gabrielle Sidibe, played in the movie Precious with the comedian Monique, and she also plays on Empire.
Which Monique got a
Oscar for her role.
It's not a fish.
Right. She got an actual award for her role in that movie. So shout out to all the celebrity birthdays. If you have a birthday in May, make sure you let us know so that we can shout you out as well. We were looking for the first caller to call in because they heard the key word. I said it a couple times, but I guess don't nobody want to take our money.
They don't want it, but that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, they don't have to.
So we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on, and we'll add that to the next.
Yeah, we'll add it to the next week.
So that's why y'all got to join early, so y'all get the keyword early, and it won't get messed up. All right. Yes.
Oh, listen.
Hey,
Kimberly says TJ has a birthday in May. Shout out to TJ.
My nephew TJ.
Yeah, May 26th. Oh, as a matter of fact, he has a birthday coming up because today is the 23rd. So on Wednesday, happy birthday, TJ. We want to give a happy birthday shout out to you. Thank you, Kimberly, for letting us know.
Yeah,
we love celebrating birthdays. I don't know about you, but I always say, listen, I love Christmas and New Year's and Thanksgiving and Independence Day, all that good stuff. I love all those holidays, but I love my birthday.
There's nothing like a birthday because it's your day.
It's my day. I don't have to share it with anybody else, although I'm sure there are billions of people in the world who were born on July 12th. Fine, happy birthday to them. Yeah. But I love my birthday because it is all about me celebrating life and the additional year that God has added on, and now the days that are to come afterwards that I get to be to gain more knowledge, to be a better me, and to work on just being a good person, and waiting for those blessings to continue to fall and be present in my life. I just love celebrating my birthday. My birthday is, if you know me, you know my birthday is extremely important to me. And it's not about getting a bunch of gifts or money or taking me somewhere. I just love my birthday. When I celebrate the whole month, I count down. July 1st, I'm like, it's my birthday. And people be like, no, your birthday's not the 12th. No, it's my birthday.
Trust me, when 7 12 come up on the clock, it's a birthday.
It's my birthday.
Okay, whenever 7:12 pop up on the clock,
7:12 a.m.
happy birthday.
7:12 p.m. happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
It's my birthday. So listen, celebrate yourself.
Yes.
Celebrate yourself. I mean, every day can be, your birthday, whatever you want to call it. We celebrate all year long.
You want to be like that? You tell them that.
Exactly.
May not be able to tell your family that. We know.
We know. But yes, shout out to TJ. Happy birthday, May 26th. This coming Wednesday. He'll be celebrating a birthday. If there's anybody else out there celebrating a birthday in May, please let us know. We love to shout you out. Woo-hoo. All right, we're gonna jump, since we're already 52 minutes in. Let's jump to rate it.
Yeah, let's rate a few things.
Let's rate a few things.
We took a trip last month, and we went to Key West.
Yes.
And there were some really nice spots we went to in Key West. And what we're going to start doing is we're going to start doing a rated segment where we just start rating things.
Rated it.
Hotels, restaurants, food, movies. Yes. And we're just going to give our rating. And it's up to you to take our rating for what it is. Yes. And it's up to you to go and do your own research and rate it yourself.
Exactly.
And hey, chime in. Let us know how you rate certain things. We may be talking about a particular burger or something that you hate, and we give it a 9. Basically, our rating scale is from 0 to 10.
Yes.
So we don't have a bunch of 10s, but there are some things that fall short, but there are some things that are rate worthy.
Yes.
And we just want to give those some honorable mention, and we're gonna mention the lowies and the highs.
Well, I have a high. Can I start for Key West? Okay. So if you love butterflies, oh my goodness, the butterfly garden in Key West on DuPont. It's on DuPont, right?
It's off of DuPont. You go all the way down DuPont, take that left.
Okay. So if you're ever in Key West, DuPont, it's off of DuPont. Yeah. The butterfly garden is amazing. It's small. It's a really, it's like, a circle.
It's like a huge greenhouse almost.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. However, the butterflies, oh my goodness, we opened the door and I mean, these butterflies the size of my hand flew in my face, flew over our shoulders. It was absolutely beautiful.
They were landing on people.
They were landing on people, head, shoulder, back, hand, everything. And then on top of that, they had the most beautiful little birds.
Yes, they had some really teeny little finches.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, these birds were so small. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
This bird would get eaten by a mosquito.
Right.
I mean,
exactly.
They were tiny birds.
Super tiny. Oh my gosh. And what about the flamingos?
Oh, beautiful flamingos. Those things are huge.
They were huge. I mean, those things stood about 5 feet tall.
Those things were like, they were huge.
They were huge.
And it was mating season, so they're doing this dance. It's like,
I'm like, why are they making that noise? And they were like, oh, it's time to get it on.
They're trying to get it on. But everybody was watching them, so I guess they'll wait for everybody to leave.
Wait for y'all to leave.
Maybe they're cussing everybody out. They're like, freak y'all, get up out of here. So we got some things to do. What time is it? Is it 6 o'clock yet?
Exactly. But yeah, so if you are ever in Key West, make sure you visit the Butterfly Garden. It was the bomb.
Yes. It was good stuff. Couple places they did some major raving about, because one of the things I love to do when I go out and go out of town is I like to find where the good food is. Particularly where the good sweets are. I love sweets. We love seafood.
Yes.
But I love a good dessert. I love a good cookie. I love a good, like key lime cake, stuff like that. And one of the things we've always known about Key West, and this was our first visit, is that they have the best key lime pie. So we were like, we did some scouting, and we were like, hey, where's the best key lime? And everybody kept saying Kermit. I'm like, Kermit, okay. And we kept seeing signs, stores selling Kermit key lime pie. We see this place selling, all these places, selling Kermit key lime pie. So we're like, we want to go to the Kermit key lime pie place, and see what this is all about. Right. And we went ahead and walked down to Kermit, the Kermit, in Key West. And I tell you, I'm not going to say it was overrated. I'm going to say that the hype was so high that we really thought we were going to be like, man, we need to go back right now.
Yes.
But we made the mistake of going across the street from Kermit.
Yes.
We got Kermit. We did get the key lime pie from Kermit. So we did that. And we got some a lemonade from Kermit, which was not good. Ooh. All right. So like I say, our rating is 0 to 10. That lemonade was like a 3. All right. It was
you
really
gave it a 3?
Well, because it was cold and we was hot.
Oh,
so we give it a 3 because of the ice. The ice was
okay.
But it was really flat. It was not real strong lemonade. You know who has the best lemonade? Who has the best lemonade?
You.
Well, I'm talking about the people that sell lemonade.
Oh.
Come on now.
I don't know, because I like yours the best. Who has the best lemonade? Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A has the best lemonade. Y'all know Chick-fil-A had the best lemonade.
Yes.
Arnold Palmer, Chick-fil-A. Woo woo. All right. Sometimes they water theirs down too. Come on now. Be consistent. Be consistent. Don't be trying to stretch stuff. Anyway, let's go back to Key West. But the lemonade was horrible at Kermit. So we just gonna be real with you. Don't get that lemonade.
Don't get the lemonade.
It may be some real lemons up there, but you ain't gonna get no real lemonade.
Just get people $3 because you will be throwing it in the trash.
Yeah. So so we did try the Kermit, and honestly, we'll give it an 8.
Okay.
We'll give it an 8. It was good key lime pie.
It was. The key lime pie was good.
It was good.
Yes.
But we went across the street to Republic.
Oh, yes.
And we had, dinner there. Yes. And the food was good. We'll probably give the food, a 7.5, 8. And so we'll give that. But the key lime pie,
oh my goodness,
we're gonna get at a 9.5.
Lord have mercy.
9.5 for the key lime pie. That key lime pie was so good.
It was so good. It was just the right amount. Oh, what I loved about it is the crust, because the crust was made out of, what was it?
Cashew crust.
Cashew crust. Good God Almighty.
Cashew and graham cracker.
And graham cracker. Yes.
That was some good key lime pie.
That was some. And listen, I'm the type of person that when I eat my dinner, I don't want anything sweet after I eat. I want to savor the flavors of the food, and my food was good. I enjoyed. We had some cheese dip and some calamari, and what else did we have? Some stuffed tilapia or something like that. I had
bacon wrapped shrimp.
Bacon wrapped shrimp.
And granted, I cook all the time, so I'm probably a little more picky than the average person when I eat food. I don't know, call me Gordon Ramsay. I don't know, Gordon Blackie. I don't know. Anyway, but I'm not overly critical, but I know what quality food tastes like, and I know what it should be when it hit the table. I know what it's supposed to taste like. So I don't, it's kind of hard to get stuff over me when I know that this is supposed to come out like that.
Exactly.
So I'm more critical. So when you hear these scores, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
So
but definitely the key lime pie at Conch Republic is a winner for sure.
Yes, because we had the dinner and the key lime pie, we give the overall score 8.5.
Yes,
and we'll definitely be going back to Conch Republic when we go back to Key West, and we will be going back.
Yes, we will. Now, can we do one more? In Key West, we went to a restaurant called Ram's Head.
2 more.
Oh, you have one more?
No, you know what? Let's do 3. Let me see. We have no more time. We'll just run through them real quick.
Okay, so Ram's Head for breakfast. I had what did I have?
You had the crab Benedict.
OMG. They put crab.
That was good.
On a fried egg, on tomato,
smoked salmon
on an English muffin. Good God Almighty.
Yeah, we've gotten into smoked salmon lately.
That's
some good stuff.
That is some good stuff.
That's some good stuff.
I thought it was raw fish. I'm like, I'm not eating that because it looked pink. I'm like, what is that? They like, oh, have you tried the smoked salmon? I'm like, no, because it looks like it's not been cooked. Somebody need to put that back in the oven. And so I would not touch it. I've seen people just eating it like, oh yeah, this is the bomb. I'm not eating that.
Cause you think to yourself sushi or something like that.
Yes.
But it's smoked.
Until our daughter, Shanice, she was like, Dad, Miss Natasha, have y'all tried the smoked salmon? And I'm looking at her like, And she's like, it is so good. And I said, you know what? Hey, YOLO.
Because I already had it on my plate. But
you did, but you hadn't tried it yet.
I haven't tried, but I was gonna try it.
You was gonna try it. So she's like, oh, it's good. You should try it. I said, okay, let me get a little piece. I tasted that smoked salmon and I was like, I need some more. I've been eating smoked salmon ever since. That was a month ago. It was so good.
It was good.
So Ram's Head, Key West, the bomb. Have to try it. The customer service was great. The food was great. It came, within a record amount of time.
Oh yeah,
and they did a great job.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah, if you eat outside, the one thing about Key West, there's a lot of chickens and roosters. They're just roaming around like.
That's why I trying to figure out how they say there's a shortage. Cause it's about 10
just
million.
Go on down there and get yourself some chicken.
Go down to Key West and get you some chicken.
Get yourself some chicken.
Yes.
All right. Place we stayed at, Crown Plaza.
Yes.
Now we give the Crown Plaza. Now they had, one of the most elegant, the nicest lobbies you could think of. You walk into the Crown Plaza and it was like, wow, this is nice. Woo.
Yeah.
The room was a decent room. It was a nice room.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the Crown Plaza has been around for a very long time. So it's only, you can only expect so much for with a historic building.
Right.
Just like the Don Cesar.
Right.
You can only expect so much,
right?
Because the rooms were smaller back then,
right?
But the Crown Plaza, we gave it a, what we give it, an 8? We gave it an 8, and we only gave it an 8 because it would have been nice to have a microwave in the room. That would have been nice,
right? And our room was facing the back side of the hotel.
Yeah, it was kind of it was kind of facing. Well, we could kind of see the water off in a distance.
Yes.
But since the Crown Plaza, and the good thing about the Crown Plaza, it's like right smack in the middle.
Yes.
So if you walk one way, is like 1.7 miles. You walk the other way, is 1.7. So it's like you're right in the middle of everything. So you don't have to really rent a car. But the reason why we didn't give it a 9 is because we didn't feel like it was worth. Meaning money wise, we didn't feel like it was worth a 9 because it was expensive.
Right.
We went ahead and did the YOLO because it was our, honeymoon, but hey, we enjoyed it and we wouldn't, take it back for anything. It was beautiful.
It was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And again, staying at the Crown Plaza, you walk couple 4 or 5 blocks to the right, you're in the middle of a whole bunch of options, stores, and food, and the Butterfly Garden. You walk to the left, you're by the water, you are by the key lime pies, you're by the seafood. It's just so much going on. Live entertainment. They had bands out there, people singing on stages. They had I mean, so much stuff was going on. It was just a nice experience. And so we would definitely recommend if you want a quick getaway, fly to Key West. It took the airplane trip was supposed to be 45 minutes. That's what they told us. We got there in 22 minutes. I think the pilot had to go to the bathroom. I don't know, but I'm just saying we hit the ground so hard. I thought I was going to meet Jesus. I held on to the lady wig in front of me because that's how hard I was gripping the seat. She screamed. I screamed. I was like, just get me off this plane. And I got off the plane and I looked around. I said, okay, thank you, Jesus. I'm still alive. The man, I mean, that thing scared.
It's a shorter runway. So we had to pretty much land and break at the same time.
Yeah, that was a bit much. I was like, what in the name of God is going on? Yeah. But anyway, it was a great trip. You said you had one more?
Great trip. Yeah, I was gonna give a shout out to the cafe that we went to.
Oh,
the cafe you talking about?
Yeah,
they had.
Yeah,
I mean, because they kind of grounded like right in front of us. Chai tea.
Yes,
you talking about some good chai tea?
Yes,
you be like, chai, please.
Yeah, give me some more. Yeah, she had the machine and ground it up right in front of us and did whatever hocus pocus, abracadabra right in front of us, and it was absolutely amazing. And then I had a bagel with some smoked salmon and tomato and a little bit of honey mustard. Oh my God, I went smoked salmon crazy on that trip.
Yeah, so it was called The Cafe. It was something cafe, wasn't it?
I thought it was something else like Christina's Cafe or something like that.
It was like a short name. Dang it.
Oh, you know what? I have it. Let's see.
Yeah, that's right. We put a list together of places that we really like.
Yeah. So let's see. It was called
something cafe.
Let me go back. Let's see.
We coming.
Hold on, I have it. It's called
We coming.
No, it's called The Cafe. The Cafe on Sutherland.
Okay, yeah. So The Cafe. So if you go to Key West, it's a nice little quaint little place.
On
they
Sutherland.
do breakfast as well, and the breakfast was good too.
Breakfast was good.
But The Cafe, that was a nice little spot.
Cafe on Sutherland.
So
yes,
check that out.
Yes. All right, last shout out. Can we do music? I've been listening to this song. It's by Mr. Talkbox, and it's called My God. Go on YouTube. Check out My God by Mr. Talkbox. The song is the bomb. And I don't know if you all have heard the new song by Kirk Franklin and the rapper DaBaby, and it's called We Win. That's a pretty hot track too. But my favorite song right now is My God by Mr. Talkbox. It's slamming, and I love it. And sorry, I was getting ready to share a little bit with you, but it's a super dope song, and I mean I just love it. Can we just play a little bit?
Well, we do like 15 seconds.
Okay.
Then we can get away with like 15 seconds.
Yeah, I
before
think so.
YouTube get mad at us.
I think so.
I mean,
it just come in tight.
Y'all remember this groove, right?
Hey. Give me that joy like a river. Hey.
So that's how it starts off.
That's how it starts off. I can't play no more.
Check that out. Check that out. We don't want to get in trouble. We don't want the whole podcast to get cut off of YouTube because we played too much of the song.
And we gave God some praise.
I think the limit is either 15 or 30 seconds or something like that. But we just wanted to, so if you went and look for it, you know how it started off. Yes. And that's, we try to give up, so shout outs to everybody. So we're not haters.
We're not haters. We're congratulators.
We're all about giving, and making sure that people around us, get fed too.
Absolutely. We tried to give away some money tonight. Nobody chimed in or called in with the keyword.
We're gonna add it up for the next one.
We're gonna add it up for the next show. Again, listen, this is the end of our segment. We appreciate you for watching, for staying tuned, staying logged, for chiming in, communicating with us in the chat. We love you for watching. Thank you for supporting us. We are back.
We're back.
And we are super excited.
We got a lot of stuff in store for you.
Got a lot of stuff in store for you. We've been planning and we've been preparing. We got to take the show up a notch. So make sure you stay tuned and pay attention for Pink Pumps and Pearls with the ladies. And then Man Cave Sundays. We're going to be doing some reviews on some products. So just stay tuned and stay locked. We thank you for watching. I'm your girl, Natasha Cash.
And I'm T-Dub in the building.
Hey. Make sure you like. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share. keep it plain, we keep it real, we really get down. Hey, you know the drill. Come on. Hey, come on. Stay tuned. Make sure you stay locked. We go. Oh, yeah. Hey, we go. Come on. We're not just talking. Woo! Peace. We love you.